draft. And teammates Nalyssa Smith and Queen Egbo of Baylor, both drafted by the Indiana Fever, and both of them join us now live on Sic'em 365 Radio together on the phone, and we appreciate both of their times. Nalyssa and Queen, and either one of you can start with this, just the fact that your new career, your newest journey starts, but the fact that you're also going together as teammates.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great opportunity, you know, especially being in it together. You know, we already know each other. We're already comfortable with each other. So just having someone to go along this journey with, it's a great feeling.
Yeah, just kind of piggybacking what Liz said. I feel like just seeing a familiar face when you're used to being with every day, it's a experience for the both of us. But to be able to be in it with a friend, with a teammate, it's an even better experience. And we came into college together and coming into the WNBA together, you know.
Nalyssa, what was, I mean, just for you starting out, what was the other night like? You didn't have to wait long to hear your name, but I'm sure it probably felt like a long time, because when you're waiting to hear it, it doesn't matter if it's second or whatever, it probably feels like hours, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, just waiting for it to be called, you know, my whole life. I mean, just leading up to this point is just a great feeling. So when it finally got called, it was just a great feeling.
Guys, I guess whoever wants to go first here, but when do you remember first having dreams of the WNBA?
I remember my first dreams coming when I started getting serious with basketball, when people would ask me, you know, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I was like, oh, I want to play in the WNBA. And I began saying things like that. I feel like kind of just manifested it and put it out in the air, and God did what he does.
Queen, what about you? I mean, I'm sorry, Nalyssa, what about you?
I would probably say my first time going to like a Silver Stars game, I was probably like 10 years old. So I'd probably say right then and there, it's like, oh, I want to play basketball my whole life.
Nalyssa Smith and Queen Egbo, former Baylor stars, join us. Sic'em 365 Radio, now a part of the Indiana Fever, the second and 10th picks in the WNBA draft on Monday. Either one of you, Nalyssa, you can go first, and then Queen, or vice versa. How much did playing under Nikki Collins, even for 1 year or less than a year, but one season, how much do you think that helped prepare you for the WNBA?
It helped a lot, honestly, just having someone that already has the pro mindset, running pro plays, and, you know, you just get to pick her brain a little bit. So having Coach Nikki is kind of like just having a blueprint to the WNBA.
Definitely agree with what Liz said.
What do you have? I mean, obviously you guys haven't practiced yet, but do you kind of know, like, because of that, what your practices are going to be like? Do you expect them to be kind of the same once you start up?
I don't know about training camp, but practice, like once we actually get into practice and stuff, I feel like we'll kind of be used to the same type of plays we ran, because we ran a lot of pro style offense, and so Nikki has already like kind of told me that they run the same type of offenses, and so we should know the plays already coming in and the type of stuff that they're looking for and how to run the plays and execute them.
It's now 10 players, I believe, in the WNBA from Baylor. Did you guys receive any kind of reactions from some of your former teammates, or just some other former Baylor women's basketball players that are in the league or have played in the league before? What was kind of the response from everybody?
I didn't get a reaction, but maybe Liz did.
Nobody said congrats, nothing? Okay.
Yeah, I would say a couple of, the younger people that we played on Baylor with kind of reached out to us, whether it was through like social media or text.
Gotcha.
They kind of acknowledged us in some aspects like that.
Queen, and then Nalyssa, who is the player in the WNBA that you are about to play against that you're going to say, oh my God, I'm playing against this person?
Probably Candace Parker.
Yeah.
I would say Maya Moore. She's still in the league. I was going to say Brittany, but she's not in the league. But definitely Maya, Candace Parker. I feel like I'll be starstruck a little bit.
I would probably say Breanna Stewart for sure, just because like that's someone I looked up to, and she kind of plays the same position as me. So 9 out of 10, I'll probably be guarding her that game. So hopefully it's not too crazy.
That's of course the UConn star that she was. Now you're on a team now. There's a reason why they picked Ty, because they struggled this year and had a really tough run. What's it like to go to a place that has not won, because that's all you've done when you've been at Baylor?
I mean, it gives you opportunities to grow. Like, we're all in a phase where we're all rebuilding. We're all new to this program. So it just gives us opportunities, to just learn a lot about each other, learn a lot about this program, and hopefully we can all help this program and contribute in a way to win.
Let me ask you this, Queen. When you watch, and you have been a teammate with Nalyssa, you've watched what she's done and vice versa, but describe her game as someone who's been a teammate. Obviously, both of you were drafted for a reason because of your talent, your experience, and what you bring to the table. But describe Nalyssa Smith's game.
Well, Alyssa's funky. No, I'm kidding. I would describe Lys's game. She's definitely a three level scorer. She can score from the three, mid range. She can attack the basket. She can do a little bit of everything, and I feel like that's exactly why she's ready and why she was in the position she was in so early on. Getting drafted at number 2, a lot of people dream of opportunities like that. I would tell people, like, I don't think you understand. Like, Liz could score with her eyes closed. Like, that's what it would seem like playing with her sometimes. But, yeah, she's a great player. A lot to learn from. A lot of expectations, of course, ahead of her. But I feel like, she was born for this moment, and she knows exactly what she got herself into, and I feel like she's ready for that.
Nalyssa, you've watched Queen grow up right there in front of you as well with her game. It's changed, and, of course, then a change in coaching and the way you guys played the game. How would you describe Queen's game?
Definitely a dominant force, like, in the paint. Could score easily around the paint. She's finally, like, extending her game to free throw line extended. But also you got to put in the aspect, like, the defensive end. A lot of people don't play defense, and I feel like Queen is one of those type of players that's going to get a block at least every game or 2 a game. So you got to take things like that into, I don't know the word, but yeah, there you go. I was going to say contribution. Consideration.
In consideration, yeah. Now, you were the number 2 overall pick. There was a pick before you. Was that, and there was a trade to get to number 1 that Atlanta, where Nikki Collins used to coach, actually. But when you were not the number 1 pick, was there a little bit of competitive fire in you that okay, all right, we'll see what, I know Ren Howard's a hell of a player from Kentucky, but was there any of that with you?
I kind of just seen it as, it's just a blessing at the end of the day. I feel like this whole experience is an opportunity, and, comparison is a thief of joy. So if I just compare myself to, I should have been number 1, then right, I'm just on happiness at the end of the day. So, I mean, I was just happy to be in this opportunity. I'm happy to be on Indiana. I get to help this team grow and hopefully win a lot more games than they did this season. So, of course, I take everything as a chip on my shoulder, but, I'm happy to be in this position.
All right, both of you, if you don't mind, Nalyssa, then Queen, answer this. You guys, as we mentioned, played under Nikki Collins and mentioned that impact on your career going forward. For those, as Baylor moves forward, your thoughts about why someone should play for Baylor? Obviously, the great winning tradition, but moving forward to any player that's looking to possibly make their decision to play college basketball, why would you say Baylor and Nikki Collins?
I'd say Baylor just has that home-type feeling, like, they're definitely a loving staff, a staff you can talk to, and in the team, it's a great environment to be around. So that's why I would choose Baylor.
I would recommend a recruit to Baylor just based off the loving energy our staff provides, the pro experience coming in. You have an opportunity to be coached by a pro-level coach, coached in the dub, and now in college. So I feel like you get a little bit of everything. Not to mention, Baylor's athletics is also top charts, but I just feel like you get a little bit of everything when you go to Baylor. You get a home away from home, loving coaches who genuinely care about you, the chance to compete at the highest level, and a chance to get a degree from a prestigious university.
Yep, there you go. And of course, Jordan Lewis was also drafted as well, the young transfer from Alabama who broke the record for most games played in an NCAA career. So congratulations to Jordan as well. Nalyssa and Queen, thank you very much for your time today. Good luck with Indiana moving forward, and enjoy that journey, that next chapter in your basketball career.
No problem. Thank you, David.
Thank you. That's Queen Egbo, Nalyssa Smith, Sic'em 365 Radio and 365 Sports. Nalyssa Smith helped them win a national title, not just during the year, but the game against Notre Dame when the Lauren Cox went down, who was drafted by Indiana, and it just never materialized, by the way. But good luck to both of them moving forward. 3 players drafted, 2 of the top 10 picks for Baylor. When we come back, we're going to hear